All right, welcome back to the channel. It is now Tuesday, June 9th, around 2:49 p.m. This morning we had, well, actually last night for Asian session and this morning, we had some risk on sentiment, and that was within this range here. And this morning, the spike up. Until we had Secretary Wright come out and say that we have many months before we return to normal energy pricing. So the market took that as in, well, we have high inflation and we're going to have high inflation for a while. And that was the drop you saw. The dollar gained strength, bonds gained strength, the NASDAQ, US 30, all that should have dropped. Yeah. So tomorrow we have a CPI print coming out. And if it comes out higher than expected, I don't know how much more downside we see on gold, equities, anything traded against the dollar, because from Friday's NFP, we have now priced in rate hikes from January currently to this year in December. So for us to price in rate hikes before December, we're going to have quite a bit higher of a number for CPI tomorrow. For us to, or honestly, the best opportunities that we probably will see, I'm not saying that we can't see a higher number. That's very possible. I just don't know how much more of a move to the downside it will cause. The other side of that is, could we see a low CPI number because it's not showing up yet in the inflation numbers? That would give us an opportunity to take gold, NASDAQ, and all them back up to a supply area, a supply and demand area, right? And then possibly take it further down if inflation persists to stay high. On top of that, the narrative, we had this risk on narrative because we thought we were getting a deal with Iran. That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So we had Trump come out and say that we had a Apache helicopter shot down by Iran and that we would have to retaliate if that was what happened. The problem with that is there are other stories saying that a drone ran into the Apache helicopter and it caused it to crash. Those are two very different stories, two very different sentiments that'll cause. So if they did intentionally shoot it down, then we might end up in a full-scale war, because we're at that stage in the war. You either have to have an immediate ceasefire, done deal, or you escalate to get a done deal, if per se. So currently, they're still investigating whether that was intentional or not. So those are the headlines I would expect to see tonight for Asian session. Do we see more escalation? Do we retaliate into escalation? That would be another part of this. And if we do, then CPI probably doesn't matter tomorrow. But if it's not, and we do get these risk on sentiments that, hey, we're back to a deal, everything's fine, it was an accident, whatever they come out and say, right? Then we could see some good reactions if we do get a high CPI number tomorrow. That's my thinking currently, and we'll just have to see. We don't have those numbers yet, right? So I hope everybody is having a great trading week, and if you have any questions, please drop them down below.